Hi, this is Art Samples Part 2. We're just pulling art samples out of the art samples box. So, what do we have next? This activity actually was very powerful. What I left on their desk was a direction. Paint I think this was an airplane in the clouds over a circus, and so they had to focus on some of the vocabulary we were using, follow the direction. I think we were also working on some prepositions over, and then they had to paint based on their sentence that was special to them on their desk. So that was very personal and exciting. Let's see, what else do we have? I have some labels. We can pass through those. Sometimes when I collect samples and put them on the timeline, I will label the timeline like resist. I think that goes with a color crayon, resist. Here's some art vocabulary, overlap, abstract, line, mood. It's just really important to label what is up on your timeline or your art samples that you're saving for the year. Let's see here. Here's a September from my timeline. Here's a watercolor of plant parts. Flower, stem, leaf. This is from the beginning of first grade. And they got to paint, next day, label, and then they wrote a star sentence. Let's see what else we have in here. This is a Halloween activity where they draw their own picture, cut it up into segments, and then re-glued on with a chosen space between, or you can choose a magazine picture, cut it up, paste it back on with spaces in between. So just kind of a variation on something to do. Here is the pumpkin life cycle. This is something my whole team in kindergarten and first grade used to do. This piece gets stuffed inside in between. The children assemble the life cycle. First, it's a seed, and then it goes all the way through a pumpkin, and you can literally pull it out. And those are fun to put up on the wall. These are one of my favorite turkeys because it captures the size of your child's hands and the size of their feet. So you have them trace their hands a whole bunch of times, and then you have them trace their feet. This is teacher's feet, so they're a lot bigger. And then you do two in the front, eyes, nose, some legs, and they're a nice keepsake. What else do we have here? Here is a rainbow with a rainbow poem on the back. This is done by Alexis. Red is for rosy lips, orange is for a girl leprechaun, and then down violet is for a flower. And what we did is we took a spatula, like a painter's spackling spatula. We put paint on the bottom. You take the spatula and you spread it up and down, and then you get a pretty cool blended rainbow. And most of my students end up cutting out the rainbow, pasting it on a different color, adding a star sentence around the top. Some put their poems on the back. They're very beautiful up in the classroom. Here are some hands that were cut out, one by each student, and then we assembled them in a Christmas tree. Kind of fun. Okay, that is the conclusion of this segment. Hope you've enjoyed and gotten some great ideas. Thank you.